Alright, I'm back. A little drop of water from the blackberries got on my phone and stopped the recording. So I'll have to do this one in two parts. That's all. But yeah, that's a good one there. So it'll eventually turn darker, 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 almost black. But you see how big the size of these berries are. Well, I have small fingers, but you see that's almost two knuckles. Yeah, so they're doing very well. These primocans, which I've tipped, have sent out, looks like one, two, three, four laterals. I think this one did too, like four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you see they're now getting almost up to the neighbor's fence. But yeah, they're growing kind of this direction, so I can get them, let them go. And they should now, these should now fruit more later summer into the fall. These, I don't know, but yeah, that's the idea. Because I'll get two crops. I'll get the floricane crop, which is what you have here. These are all the laterals from last year. And any of these tips from the primocanes now you've created, instead, like, you can just let them go. If you just let the primocanes go, you'll get that one little cluster in the end. But when you tip prune them, you get the laterals, which are then all fruit as well instead. So you can turn one into 3 or 4 groups of, clusters of fruit. So that's the idea there. This is the little runner that formed in between these two plants. And you see I tip pruned that, was it last week? 2 weeks ago? And it's now up to here. That looks like that's sent out 3 laterals are just starting. They're not as pronounced as that one, but you see it, you get the idea. And then this was the original one. I had the most primocanes originally. But I've tip pruned one here, and you see it's starting to send out the laterals there. This one back there is sending out the laterals there. So yeah, we'll see. I just can't get over the size of these. They're huge. They're really huge. But yeah, there's a lot of fruit. I don't know how many, but I mean, first year, so should be enough to make some jam. It'll be interesting. Yeah, other years I made ground cherry jam, I've made strawberry jam, and now I'm doing blackberry. Kind of getting into the whole jam thing. kind of seeing that I am a berry guy. I like berries, so if I had more land, more space, I would get like other things. Greg Otten of MaritimeGardening.com grows. I know he has Haskell's. He has service berries. He has something, I think it's called a Viking berry. Yeah. Now, I'm not really a raspberry guy, so I would never do raspberries, but yeah, I would like to get into more berries someday. Now, this is the single potato. There's just one potato in there. I don't know what size pot this is, but I should get some in there, I would imagine. Onions, still looking phenomenal. That's the tallest. Now, I have been good at giving the blood meal, but I'm going to start tapering off and just going to an all-purpose fertilizer, I believe now, or maybe blood meal. I don't know, because I don't want too many leaves. The leaves are the wrappers on the onions, so once the daylight hits right, they will start bulbing up. But yeah, they're still looking pretty good. The lovage in there getting a little crowded out, but that's okay. It looks like it is flowering, actually. I don't know if that affects the flavor or not, but yeah, I did add a little bit of soil to these yesterday, and I added some of my mulch on there. So we'll see, but yeah, crazy growth on all the potatoes. If I do get a heavy yield, I'm gonna be at a loss. I'm not gonna know what to do with them all. This year I got there's a sunchoke growing in there. Look at that. But yeah, eventually, once these marigolds get big enough, you know, unless at least another few weeks yet. Once they're, I need to weed this. Look at this. Oh, here's a, because I had the tomatoes last year. You're finding all these volunteer tomatoes all over the place. So, if I wanted them, I could probably dig these guys up, but I have nowhere to put them. So they'll get weed whacked down eventually. There's a bunch over there too. Tomatoes growing over there. Oh yeah, here's another single. Now this is a really small pot. I kind of doubt I'm gonna get much of anything from this, but this one I'm a little more confident. It's a little bigger spot. That's probably decent size to get some out of that, but this one's really small. But yeah, it was worth an experiment. I had them. I should have just saved them and started a fall crop in like July or something. But yeah, onions still doing very well. I mean, that's almost an inch thick at the base, so that is good sign. I said I'm not going to give them any more nitrogen. I might, if I do fertilize them, it would just be an all-purpose, like a low NPK, like a 344, the garden tone that I use. It won't be the 1200 that the blood meal is. The Italian Red of Florence green onions. I still don't know what I'm doing with these. Usually I just do them in bunches, like just all around 2 inches apart, and then just really do it in thickly. And that seemed to work last year pretty decently. But I wanted to give them space and see what happens when you give them space. So the idea was that I was going to do these single plants and just see if I could get a bulb if I let them go. You know, it won't be a full bulb like a regular bulbing onion, but it will bulb up eventually. But now I have 2 or 3 there. I have 3 or 4 here. I have 2 or 3 here. I have 4 again. Like, it's so hard to want to thin these out. Now I could thin these out and separate them. Onions separate pretty easily, and just stick them back in as single plants and just get a whole bunch. But that's a lot of work. I forgot about here. Oh, yesterday I separated at it's called Gaillardia or something. I had never heard of it. It was just a random seed that we sell at work in the seed garden area. So I thought, well, I'll try it. The Bush Early Girls, still doing pretty good. That one is missing one of the cotyledons, the seed leaves, but it looks like it might be doing all right. And these ones look like they could have gotten eaten. See how it's still smaller there? I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. The sunchoke's a disaster. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I need to get in here and thin these out, but I don't even know where to begin. Yeah. Is that everything? Oh, here's more basil. I had more seeds left. That's what that is. The blueberries, I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of eating blueberries, but I wanted to get them just because they are a berry and they're fun to grow. And it looks like there are some starting, but they're very tiny. I don't know. These pots are so valuable, these big pots. I might want to get something. I might just get rid of these, and so I can use this pot for something else. Because here, late May, early June, this is like your main season to start stuff for a summer crop. So I don't know. They're not looking the healthiest, I don't think. So I guess it might have to be just. It's kind of like the sunk cost fallacy here. Like I already spent $17 a piece for these guys, and now I'm yeah, I might want to get rid of them. I don't know. The oregano, doing very well. I may get around to it, I may not, but it's here. Doesn't seem to spread too crazy and take over any other areas, so I might just let it go. Here's some more flowers. Take off there. Potatoes. Oh, alright. Well, that's 2 videos, so it's going to be a lot. But yeah, I think that's everything. Any more panoramic shot here, a further distance, but so much green. Yeah, I really did. I kind of have just stuff scattered around the yard, not really organized, because trying to maximize my yards. If we would have some kind of like a fire pit day or something, which we do sometimes, obviously I would organize this a little bit better. But I'm trying to maximize things where our for sun. Obviously, if we would need our little tiny yard here for any reason, obviously I would move these guys. I'd move these pots back on the end. I would move these guys probably along here and clean up. But for now, the priority is sun exposure. So we'll see what we get. So yeah, that's the update. Things are going along. Prime growing season here now. I've had a lot of rain lately, not a lot of sun. But I think it's having pretty good effect. Yeah, I know it's after it rains and then we have a day of sun, things have grown so much. And getting excited. All right, see you next time.